Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, and remember the Alamo Dome is home to the Roadrunners of UTSA, and we are fired up to get this game underway. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Golden Bears' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UTSA's offense will take the field first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Brought in at the 31-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Carpenter. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Here we go. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Sends it back in motion. Sticks it in his belly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Carpenter. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's no good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Golden Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
24. And 1st down for the offense.
They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often, it's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the... Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Eakin. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback designed run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Roadrunners looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Across the 25. Touchdown, Roadrunners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Houston had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miranda. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on its way. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Big guy smells it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by just 1 over North Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Continues to fight for yards. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Dances away. Looking down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got it set up on the outside. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. The Roadrunners are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UTSA!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They didn't get a whole lot of yardage there, but the big fullback slammed his way and got what he could.
Hey, listen, that's what you're supposed to do, catch the football. I'm not expecting that guy to catch the ball and make big plays after he catches it, but catch it, give me some positive yards, mission accomplished.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Golden Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looked, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there. And the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nice grab in traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted to stop the threat.
You got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Right back to it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's got it again. Boom. Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 30 to Southern Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got his man. Made a defender miss. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UTSA.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. It's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's got him. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab on the left. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a win for the defense if they can force a field goal. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now.